What's up, guys? Chris with the Liberty Group here. Just going over a quick little first-time home buyer, kind of walking through the process, what to expect, stuff like that. I have worked with a few first-time home buyers, so I want to make something that really just talks about the timeline. I'll send out some other videos in the future that will kind of get a little more detail about some of the smaller stuff. So well, let's just go over the timeline. Let's get right into it. This is improvised, by the way. No script, so bear with me if I mess up or sound weird. So let's just first step right at the gate. You don't have to, but you get your pre-approval. Okay, that can be step one. Talk to a mortgage broker, see what you're qualified for, what you can get. Then you find a house you love. Yay. Put an offer on it. Day one. That's where we're starting this timeline. Day one, offer to purchase. You submit the offer to purchase. Along with it goes, pre-approval, first deposit check, picture of it, and you can do a letter that's they call it a love letter. You say, I love your home, I want to buy it for these reasons. And sometimes it can make the seller feel better because they're like, awesome, they really love this home, because it makes it more, they feel like they're not walking into something that somebody might bail out on later if you really do love it. Anyways, let's go. Offer expiration date from the offer is made, generally 1 to 2 days. Can be shorter if you want to put some pressure on the seller, but generally 1 to 2 days. Okay, there we go. 1 to 2 days. Let's just say your offer is accepted. Yay. Moving on. 3 to 5 days after that, you will submit an application to obtain financing. You do that through the bank that you got your pre-approval. So this is 3 to 5 days. I'll just abbreviate D for days because there's not enough room on here. And in between, let's just actually back up. The few most important days, right? Offer to purchase, and then offer acceptance is a pretty important date. Going forward, there's P&S, which is a big one. A couple things happen in between P&S, and then closing, yay. There's a couple more things that happen in there. So just the general outline, generally takes 45 to 60 days. Can be shorter. If it's a home that a seller is not occupying, they probably want to get rid of it soon. Shorter can be better. Cash can be a lot quicker. But generally, if you're paying financing, 45 to 60 days is the better bet because the bank needs to get through the whole process. So going back, expiration, expiration 1 to 2 days, mortgage application 3 to 5 days after offer is accepted. Moving forward, 7 to 10 days after offer accepted, boom, right here, 7 to 10 days from here to here is your inspection. You're going to schedule an inspection, talk to an inspector that you trust or you want to use. You can look one up. We know a bunch. We work with a few. Tom, the lead agent, knows a bunch. He's been in the industry for like 20 years, so he's built a lot of really great connections. So if you want suggestions, we can send you a list of inspectors. Important to find an inspector that really delves deep, but also can understand the difference between what's important and what's not. What's a priority and what's not, I guess I should say. So 7 to 10 days, do my little D, boom, moving on. 2 to 3 days after that, you'd be signing purchase and sales. So once you find this out, say that you make an offer and the house is pretty good, but there's a slight crack in the foundation or something, and you want money to repair that. We generally focus on structural safety and health issues. So if you say, listen, I want to redo those cabinets, you're not going to ask for money back to redo the cabinets. It's just kind of ridiculous. So you want to focus on the important stuff, health, safety, and structural. So say there's cracks in the foundation. Throw a number out there, $5,000 going to cost to fix the foundation. Because you get, not the home inspector, you get a professional out there to tell you that's how much it's going to cost, or to estimate it. Based on that number, you can renegotiate. Say they say, no, we want to give you $3,500 back. You're like, fine, that's cool, we'll do that. Boom, moving forward, negotiation done. Now we go to sign P&S. P&S, you're going to want a real estate attorney, not just a regular attorney, not your uncle. You're going to want a real estate attorney that really focuses and knows about the real estate lingo and the real estate business. They're going to review the P&S docs before the signing of P&S. They're going to go back and forth with the seller's attorney and be able to figure out if there's anything in the paperwork that is of concern. Okay, that's the official, some more official document, purchase and sales. Now moving forward, let's just say that this is signed, right? This is, I would say 7 to 10, so this is about like 10 to 13 or 10 to 14 days. Gosh, handwriting. Days after the state. Moving forward, purchase sales is signed. Yay, let's keep going. Now, just only a few more things here. We're pretty much home free. This is kind of the part where a lot of stuff happens, but then again, financing can fall through in here. If you do get your purchase sale signed, don't buy a car, don't buy anything until you close. I mean, obviously buy food, but don't buy a car, don't go on a vacation, don't spend, you know what I mean? You're pre-approved because of your situation there, so you kind of have to hold off spending for a little bit just to be safe. So don't go on an extravagant trip to Switzerland. So moving through now, the next thing, so from this time, we're probably not going to hear a lot from me because there's not a whole lot for me to do at that point, but I will keep in contact with your lawyer and your lender to see if things are moving along swiftly. But all we're looking for pretty much here is just commitment for financing, to obtain the financing. So generally it's about, I believe 7 to 10 days generally. There's my D. From before closing. That's when you'd want to obtain commitment. And at that point, when you obtain commitment, you can get the seller to do their stuff, which is, smoke certs and the other things that the sellers are responsible for before you actually go through the home purchase. And then 1 to 2 days before closing, do a final walkthrough. I'll do that for you guys. I'll walk through the property, make sure everything's copacetic, that you don't have any pipes burst, you don't have any buddy sleeping in the house kind of thing. And if the person is living there, that they should be moved out at this point, right? There should be no stuff there. So that's like 1 to 2 days before closing. Bada boom. Sorry for the really small timeline. And then closing table. We're at the closing table. Got the attorneys there, closing attorneys, and this is a happy day if all goes according to plan. And then you guys get your keys. This is gonna be a key. Boom. Oh my God, that's not a key. You get your keys and you get to move into your house. Very happy day. So this is the general outline. Like I said, 45 to 60 days. This time in here, this stuff is pretty much always set in stone. This time in here is what can change the difference. This time period, because depending on the bank you're using, or if you're using cash, this can either be smaller or bigger, and that's going to influence the duration of the whole timeline. Anyways, like I said, it's improvised. I hope you guys followed this. I'll probably look at it back and be like, wow, this was really bad. I'm going to do this again, but maybe not. Who knows? So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm just going to see if I missed anything. Nope. Cool. So anyways, have fun. See you soon.